Yo, what's up, guys? We're back. I know it's been about a year since our last deck profile. I know since our last one, which I believe was a Fire King deck profile, quarantine happened not too long after that, and I sold my entire card collection to fund the purchasing of a gaming PC, and we basically just play on EDO Pro on Twitch now. So we'll get a little bit more into that as far as if you are interested in swinging by and dueling me or whatever the case may be, just hanging out, saying hi. But basically, I do a series once a week, either Thursday or Friday, where I build kind of a meme or bad deck and see how many wins I can match wins I can get with it. And this was one of them. And we actually managed to get upwards to like 8 or 9 match wins, if I remember correctly. It's been about 4 months since I did it. We were super surprised, myself in chat, and since then, now that locals is opening back up, I wanted to order something to play again, and this was kind of it. This was the deck that I decided to go with for now. Of course, we're going all back into TCG, so into the TCG. So there's gonna be a lot more deck profiles coming, hopefully soon. And for now, we'll do this one, but we will be doing a giveaway. We have a Morphing Jar, super rare. Funny story about this, we got a card D super rare, but the Harpy's Feather Duster Ultra, I ordered this trying to order a TCG one, and I accidentally ordered an OCG one. I wasn't paying attention. I was ordering, I don't even know how many cards at once, so I have no use for it. I know that there's some OCG collectors who probably are out there and would like it, or just OCG players in general. I mean, it was my mistake is your gain, I guess we could say. But with that being said, though, let's just get into this. Sorry, just a quick intro to kind of catch you guys all up on what happened the last year or so, and I hope to be back. I also do have plans of doing like my replays from Twitch and uploading kind of like duels from the stream. For those of you that don't have Twitch, you can kind of see what I mean by when we play like meme or bad decks. But with that being said, though, we start off with 3 Fork. It's just an extender, basically. You pitch a Fiend to special summon it from your hand, and then you play Triple Knife, which is your Wolf Bark. When it's normal summon, you can special summon another Malicevorous besides itself. And the final one, of course, we only have 3, the Fork, Spoon, and Knife. Spoon is kind of neat. It's the worst one in my opinion. It just depends on the situation, but I think overall for me it's the worst one. When you summon another Malicevorous to the field, you can special a Fiend, so it doesn't restrict just to Malicevorous, which is kind of neat. Because sometimes you can pitch something off of the Fork, and then you normal summon this, pitch off the Fork, special the Fork, and then Spoon will bring that back. It just depends on the hands. If you have enough extenders, then it's really good. Otherwise, it just kind of clogs up your normal summons. That's it for those, because Konami has not given us any more, and I don't know if they ever will. And then we play probably one of the best cards in our deck, as far as the level 2 monsters go, is Cap Shell. This just, I mean, it replaces itself when you go into a Link, an XYZ, and Detach, Synchro, anything. I mean, it just basically reads, if it's used for an extra deck summon, just draw a card. That's really it. So you can pitch this off of your Fork, bring it back with Spoon, and then you just get a, I guess that would be a +1. It just replaces itself, which is really good. You can use all the help you need in this deck. It's obviously not good. And then you play 3 Evil Hero Prodigies. Basically, if you control no monster, special summon in attack position. So it's just extra body. We're basically getting into all of our extenders now. We play 3 of the Crow. It just reads, if you control a dark monster, it summons itself. Another free body. Let's see here. And then we do play 3 Umbral Horror Ghost. This is just another extender. If you have a Fiend in your hand, you can special both of them. You do give up your normal summon, so there are some hands and some plays where it's a little bit awkward. But you need, like I said, any help you can get, you got to take with this deck. And for the final extender / level 2, you play Red Resonator. It's so good. I mean, it is susceptible to Imperm and Valor, and the deck is very fragile, so in some instances this might be better. But typically you want to go with this. If you can get 3 bodies on board, it's pretty good. You can link it to Hulk. Hulk special is another one, and then you can make some other extra deck cards. We'll get into those. But that's it for all the monsters. You played 24, if I remember correctly. Triple Ash. I mean, it's Ash, and I apologize if this the layout for this is a little different. I have a tripod that I didn't have before, so I'm just getting a little used to it. But you play your 2 targets. Yes, you do play Dragoon. This deck is terrible, so you need to basically play as many equalizers as you can, or momentum changers. There's a lot of decks that still can out Dragoon or have a lot of difficulty. You play triple Allure. I think all of them are dark besides the red Resonator, if I'm not mistaken. You play double pot. You could play 3, but as of right now I have 2. I try to keep it at 40 cards for now, but you could probably replace the Fossil Dig. I personally don't like to. It got some neat play, I guess you could say, where you can bring back the cap shell and then link XYZ, whatever the case may be, and then you get a draw. So it does negate the effect of the monster that it specials, but luckily the cap shell resolves on grave. So that's kind of why it's there. Monster Reborn is just living fossil, but better. You play, lastly, the triple Imperm. 6 hand traps. You hope to see a couple of them if you do lose the die roll, so that you don't get completely blown out. That is it for the main deck. As mentioned, it's 40 cards. And then for the extra deck, this is kind of one of the ace monsters of the deck. You can make 2 of these going second. If your opponent, if you're able to interrupt them and have 4 monsters on field, which isn't super difficult to do, but it does take quite a bit. And then it's just these, for those of you that don't know it, I mean, it is an old card. Detached material, target wind monster you control, it can attack twice during the battle phase. So these are really good. Just to get as much damage as possible. For going first and playing around Nibiru, you do play the 1 Gin Buster. For those of you that don't know what this does, because these are all like super one-off cards that I'm sure a lot of people haven't even heard of, this detaches 2 materials when a monster effect is activated. It negates the activation, does not destroy, but it burns for 500. So sometimes you can end on Verde and this, and you usually make this before the Verde, so that way if you get Nibiru, because you do this as your 5th summon, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then XYZ with this one, that's your 5th summon, and then you go Verde. So it's got some good plays going first, and it's a monster negate. You play 1 Javelin, it negates the effect of a monster and then makes his attack 0. Sometimes, if you want, you can go this plus the Phoenix just to get over something that's big. This might be cut for a Downerd Magician, because Downerd basically makes it to where if I didn't use the materials on a rank 2, I summon it, and then I have 2 board wipes. Double Zeus. Yeah, this card's pricey. Like I said, we went all back into the TCG. Rest in peace, my wallet. But yeah, like I said, any help you can get, you'll take. Double Zeus, Dragoon, Degenerate cards to sneak by wins that you otherwise probably wouldn't win. But that Gachi should probably be a Downerd, and I probably will order it. This is the Almirage. You can link summon with the Cap Shell if your hand is a little bad, and then get a draw off of it. This could also be substituted for the rank 2 Sky Cavalry, the one that can be destroyed by battle, and then at the end of if it has materials, and then detach one to bounce the card it battled with. It's just, I mean, preference really. Then you play these 2. Hulk is Hulk. It's, like I said, you can summon out another red Resonator and then go into a Verde, because for the Hulk we do play the Wonder Magician. You can play Desert Lotus if you want. But I just prefer the Wonder Magician right now, given that Salad, Sky Striker, I mean, Eldritch has a lot of back row. I feel like this just has more of a favorable outcome as opposed to the Desert Lotus, because you do get to pop, and then if it's destroyed, you can draw a card. And then for the Verde, we play the Dragoon, obviously. And then for the last 3 cards, you can make Herald of the Arclight, which can be very troublesome for some decks. And another option, I'm just giving you guys option. This is what I have right now, but there's some different plays you can make. Instead of making playing the Arclight on the crackback, if your Wonder Magician didn't die, you can summon a level 2 and then synchro into a level 7. Typically, it would probably be F.A. Don Draxer, which negates a spell or trap. And then you have just big monsters. Again, another card that a lot of decks can have trouble getting over. Appaloosa, it's just Appaloosa. It's your 15th card, really. I feel like, yeah, I mean, Appaloosa and Almirage are probably the most interchangeable cards in the extra deck. But let's get into the sideboard. I do have a sideboard. I usually don't do the sideboards because it just depends. I feel like those are 100% preference. But we have the triple Nibiru. I don't have sleeves, guys. Like I said, I just got everything and I didn't buy sleeves. So we have some very pricey cards out of sleeves right now. I know, cringe. Don't yell at me in the comments. Triple Evenly. Another Equalizer. Triple Lightning Storm. Yeah, I mean, it's Lightning Storm. We have the Ghost Spells, which could be in the main deck. You could try and cut like Living Fossil and maybe go to 2 of the Umbral Horrors and find something else to cut to put a total of 9 hand traps, since there are so many Graveyard Reliant decks right now. At least how it looks like the meta shaping up to be. And then you play the Harpy's Feather Duster, which is what, I mean, this one was supposed to be no EF2. But, and then you play one Called by the Grave for if you go against, like, I don't know, something that plays like a bunch of hand traps, which nowadays everything does, but like going first against Striker, this will be pretty good. And then my one missing card that's in the mail is Imperial Order. You don't really play a lot of spells. What is it, like 7? And that can just be a complete blowout against Striker. Mostly Striker. I mean, I think it does some pretty... It interrupts Drytron a bit. So, you know, not being able to Ritual Summon. So that's another deck that Imperial Order is good against. Basically, you just play... 3 cards that are at 1 that are, you know, can be game altering. And that's kind of it for everything, guys. Like I said, this is going to be my first deck since the quarantine. I haven't played IRL TCG and or Yu-Gi-Oh! In, oh man, you know, 16 months at least, if not more. So I will probably do an update, take this to locals a few times and then update it, maybe do another refined deck profile in a couple weeks, and hopefully by then I have some other decks that I can showcase and discuss and, you know, upload. But for now, that's all we have. Let me know what you think. Like I said, this deck by no means is good. That's why you play all those cards that give you a fighting chance in duels which you otherwise wouldn't. But that's it. Like I said, guys, though, we are hopefully back for good, uploading back again. I was getting pretty consistent, but with quarantine and no cards, you know, there just wasn't much to do. For the giveaway on these, all I ask is, as mentioned, I do stream on Twitch now. That's my main social media that I use now. Every Thursday and Friday and Sunday, typically around 6 to 7 p.m. Pacific time is when we'll stream. Thursdays and Fridays are dedicated to Yu-Gi-Oh! Sunday's kind of a one-off stream. I might play something else. I might play Yu-Gi-Oh! But all I ask for the giveaway is very simple. If we can get this to 10 likes, if you let me know you liked the video, and if you let me know you followed me on Twitch. So that's it. 10 likes on the video. Follow me on Twitch. Let me know. Swing by chat. Everyone's super friendly. Very awesome community. No talks. You know, everyone's just helpful to each other and whatever needs they may have. I always duel against chat for the most part. So if you are new and you do want to duel, that queue can fill up super quick. And usually I do about 10 duels per stream, 10 to 15. And there are days when that queue gets filled in probably like 20 minutes of streaming. So if you would like to duel against me, chit chat a little bit, just see, you know, what the vibes are and relax and hang out. That's where you'll find me. And my Twitch handle is the same as my YouTube. It's just going to be EmoDad1. I'll put a link for that in the description. But other than that, guys, I mean, thank you guys for stopping by. I really appreciate it. For those of you that kept subscribed while I was just gone, it means a lot to me. And We will be back soon, hopefully. Thank you guys.